Well, fans, we have something of a situation on our hands. Macho Man Randy Savage was scheduled to speak this evening about his success as United States Champion, but Sergeant Slaughter has vowed to crash the party if Macho Man does. I hope he does show up. I hope he beats the crap out of it. And here he is, without question, a controversial United States Champion, Macho Man Randy Savage, accompanied by Too Short Popeye Scott Bell, formerly the manager of the Southwest region. That job now gone to Gene Berry. And now Scott Bell left with nothing but his stable, and unfortunately Macho Man Randy Savage is part of that stable. And for Wheeler for Woe, currently the United States Champion Scott Bell encouraging Macho Man Randy Savage to come on out here and do a little bit of crowing, considering he's won just about every match he's had since he gained the United States Championship. And here we go. Sergeant Slaughter making a beeline towards the ring, one half of the Legends Television Champions along with the Patriot Sarge. Absolutely irate over the 4th of July and what happened on that day. All right, he's already kept one promise. He showed up to crash the party. Now I want him to crash the Macho Man. Well, certainly looks like you may very well get your wish, Myron. Macho Man sent Randy Savage with that ring rope off, and looks like he's hunched and ready to spring. Sergeant Slaughter ready to meet him head on here. Look at this. Macho Man Randy Savage charges in. Sergeant Slaughter, an atomic drop on Macho Man's at Randy Savage, and it looks as if we've got what we might characterize as a whether you like it or not match. Sergeant Slaughter just going to impose his will here. There's been no bell. The referee, Tom Kanemaru, looking on basically helplessly unless there's some need to restore some serious order. I don't see Tom Kanemaru interfering. Good, don't. Sarge, go at him. Rip his guts out. Sergeant Slaughter with a discus punch takes down Macho Man Randy Savage. Here's a kick to the head from Macho Man. And whoa, this crowd here in Texas has gone absolutely berserk. Sergeant Slaughter going to crash the party if Randy Savage showed his face tonight. And Sergeant Slaughter has sure enough crashed the party and is going to town on Macho Man Randy Savage. No title, no nothing. Just for the sheer whoa! Double axe handle right across the head of the Macho Man. Whoa! Randy Savage retaliating with a DDT on the Sarge. Too Short Popeye Scott Bell pleading his case here with Tom Kanemaru, but, well, it's not a match, so there isn't there any disqualification, is there? A kendo stick brought into play here by Savage. But Sergeant Slaughter tags him with a shoulder breaker. No chance to use. Sarge has got the kendo stick. Too Short Popeye pleading his case. No doubt begging the Sarge not to destroy Macho Man here. Look at this. Another atomic drop from Sergeant Slaughter. Sarge moves right in on Macho Man. Randy Savage counters with a shot. These two just going absolutely at it. And wow, the controversy surrounding. Look at this. Too Short Popeye Scott Bell. Get him out of there, Kanemaru. Throw him out. Lousy piece of crap. Randy Savage with a clubbing overhand right on Sergeant Slaughter. The Sarge catching a couple of wrist clutch kicks from Macho Man Randy Savage, followed up with a clothesline. And this one's gone to the outside. Randy Savage with a kendo stick, but he's taking it to Sergeant Slaughter with a shoulder tackle. He might want to think about taking that kendo stick back. Sergeant Slaughter rolls him inside the ring. Now he's got the kendo stick. Too Short Popeye looking on helplessly. Here we go. Sergeant Slaughter tees off on. Savage counters with a running elbow. Takes down Sergeant Slaughter. And whoa, absolute chaos here. All Randy Savage wanted to do was brag a little bit, but Sergeant Slaughter wasn't having any of it. The Sarge rounded up by Savage, a knee right to the head. Sergeant Slaughter counters, slams Macho Man Randy Savage down to the canvas. Now Too Short Popeye Scott Bell again, pleading with Sergeant Slaughter to lay off, but it is not going to do any good. Sarge has been wound up for days now. Sergeant Slaughter Tagging Randy Savage with forearm after forearm up the ropes. Down goes Savage. Sarge with the candlestick. Oh, well, now, hello. Sarge tees off with the candlestick, drops an elbow across the chest of Macho Man Randy Savage, and well, now, this is insane. Sergeant Slaughter winds him up. Randy Savage counters with a forearm, follows up with a hard right back. Sergeant Slaughter up, a good step. Whoa, Sergeant Slaughter backed up again by Savage. A headlock punch as referee Tom Kanamura tries to fix this turnbuckle situation. Not that it's an actual match or anything. Sergeant Slaughter standing up in the corner. Randy Savage charges in, drives a knee into the midsection of Sergeant Slaughter, goes with a blatant choke. And why not? There's no disqualification because there's no match. This is just a brawl between Sergeant Slaughter and Randy Savage. Randy Savage with an arm snap on the Sarge. Sarge in big trouble. Randy Savage working on the arms of Sergeant Slaughter. Sarge sweeps the leg of Randy Savage, takes him down to the canvas. Randy Savage in trouble here. Sarge gets that candlestick one more time, tees off a couple of times. Savage rolls out of the way, disarms the Sarge. Absolutely unbelievable. Hard shot to the midsection from Savage, who is battling back against Sergeant Slaughter. I hate that. Sarge, come on, fight back, for crying out loud. Randy Savage takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle, and he's calling for it. The big elbow drop, and there it is, right across the chest of Sergeant Slaughter. And he's going to go for it again. He's going to try to break the ribs of the Sarge. All the way up, one more time. Sarge rolling out of the way, and a running knee backs Randy Savage up. Sergeant Slaughter, hard shot to the midsection. The Sarge rounds up Randy Savage, drives a knee into the gut of the Macho Man, follows it up with a stomp. And oh, here we go. The Sarge walking in the crossface, and he just choked out Randy Savage. I don't believe it. Absolutely insane. Sergeant Slaughter standing tall here, and he has just choked out the United States champion in retaliation for the 4th of July matchup, costing Sarge an opportunity at the United States title. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more RWL Rage right after the break. Stay with us.